YouTube friends, I know it's been a while since I posted on this platform. I've been really busy. I've been part of TV broadcasts with the Minnesota Orchestra, which has been fun. I've been fulfilling my secret fantasy to become a TV host, so that's been a great opportunity, but also just a lot of work for me. I've been taking care of my mom. She's in Hawaii. She's been alone for 9 months, which is really hard. And she moved to her new condo literally 2 weeks before COVID hit. So a lot of stuff for her to deal with. So I wanted to make sure she was okay. I am working on the 3rd episode of Conductor in a COVID World, which will focus on a concert I'm conducting on Friday, 2 days from now. Okay, so backtrack a minute. To be honest, I recorded this video almost 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to dedicate another episode of Conductor in a COVID World to the concert I was talking about. But for now, I want to talk about the project I've been working on since September, a series of live broadcasts with the Minnesota Orchestra, which I've been hosting. Our first broadcast was in September, and honestly, it's pretty amazing how this orchestra has pivoted to invest in the hardware and the personnel to make these highly produced events possible. I mean, we retrofitted a rehearsal room to make it a broadcast booth. As principal conductor of Live at Orchestra Hall with the Minnesota Orchestra, I've had years of experience conducting and hosting shows from on stage, but it's really been interesting for me to develop this new skill, hosting live TV. What a trip! And of course, it was so amazing to be back with all of my friends. And it was hilarious that Pinkerton was added to my dressing room sign. I am telling you, he's the most beloved dog of the orchestra world. But it was also really hard to come back after so many months away. I recorded this video in September during my first broadcast week. The world had changed, I had changed, and it was a shock to face the new normal in a place I knew so well, but was now so different.
So I'm at the Ivy Hotel in Minneapolis, and I haven't been here in 6 months, and I know everyone here at the hotel, and I was just thinking that I haven't seen them for so long. The last time I saw some of these people was before Pig's accident and before COVID, and just coming back to a place after a long time just accentuates the fact that everything is different, and that not experiencing those incremental changes and seeing it in just one instant, it's shocking, and it reminds me of the fact that I haven't been here for so long, and I miss my friends here, I miss this orchestra, and just a lot has happened in the last 6 months, and I'm grateful to be here, and grateful.
But it was also so uplifting to be back, and especially to hear music in that hall. Backstage was still backstage, and the atmosphere is something that is so familiar to me. It's totally comforting. It's very quiet back here. Casey and Grant, we're all hanging, looking officious with their walkies. Here's more sanitizer. Spread out cases, so like everyone else, social distance. Okay, going back to work. And from my various vantage points, where I spoke from a different place in the hall for each section, it was amazing to see musicians on the stage that I know so well. And the energy in the production booth during live performance has a level of intense focus that's hard to explain or to duplicate. Live music is all about making it work right here, right now, and that's incredibly exciting. I'm used to looking stage ready every weekend, and that changed drastically over the first 6 months of COVID, so it was kind of nice to put on makeup and actual clothes. And Pinkerton was back on the road with me as well, and that felt like a little bit of normalcy.
humor has also been a part of Normalcy, and it was gratifying to see we could still laugh. Here was my stand-in when they were setting up camera shots. They called her Flat Sarah. And of course, it was so nice to see this again. Musician humor, the best kind. No disrespect to trombones, but hey, this is pretty funny, right? There was a sense of coming home for me. I mean, it was so nice to be walking through the serpentine corridors backstage again, even though I'm walking from camera shot to camera shot rather than walking on stage. There's still a sense of doing something that will impact audiences, and that's so important to me. Feeling like I can make a positive impact is really the reason I became a musician, and it's gratifying to still be able to do that. And so our first broadcast came to a close.
So this was our control room. We're wrapping. I think it was a successful first live stream, and it's pretty cool.
There are things that I didn't even know that I missed, like putting away my makeup in the dressing room after a concert. We all have our wind-down rituals, and mine involves changing back into my street clothes and packing up all my things while I listen to some music.
I know, buddy. So we just finished our first live broadcast from Orchestra Hall, the Minnesota Orchestra, partnering with TPT and Minnesota Public Radio. Pinkerton is very eager to get back to the hotel. We have a early flight tomorrow. He's very upset. I'm sorry, buddy. We'll go in a sec. It's good to be back in the hall with friends and colleagues and bringing music to everyone. Live music, so important.
And when I say early, I mean very early morning. When your flight is at 7 a.m., you've got to get up at 4:45. So back to the hotel for a late dinner. I'm partial to delivery from Brasso Rotisserie in Minneapolis. Really great chicken. Check it out. And of course, Pinkerton was back doing what he does best, sleeping in the most comfortable place he can find. He's unbearably cute, isn't he? Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I miss conducting. I miss performing nearly every week. I miss my friends in orchestras around the world. But I also feel grateful that we're finding ways to keep music going. And I'm particularly proud of the fact that our broadcasts are live because there's an excitement to live performance where anything can happen. And it's amazing to be a witness to it, even if you're watching the live stream from far, far away. And finally, I'll leave you with this message.
I took a little break from social media, YouTube included. I think it's important to sometimes let the internal be with itself and not be so impacted by the external. So I found that really helpful. And I would encourage everyone to take a break from news and social media. I think it's good for the soul. That's it for now. Just wanted to catch up with everyone, and until the next time, I'll see you soon.